captain, who saw me rushing to the port, joined me in the chase. Sierra Carte, who was always in the right place at the right time, heard a rumor about an Aviath battleship sighting. We took after them immediately, driving the Grand Cipher as hard as we could to close the distance. Found you. After we crested a cloud bank, their ship came into view. In a contest of speed, a mere battleship was no match for the Grand Cipher. We soon pulled alongside our quarry and boarded their vessel.
I assume you're the draft that's been stalking our new shaman?
Let Irene go.
I'm afraid that's out of the question.
The tension in the air grew palpable.
That device she wears incinerates life. For now, the dark flame only affects plants. But with a little more time...
You call that salvation? Maybe these fools didn't understand Lilith's true goals. Or maybe they were just bending the truth to satisfy their own cruel desires. Regardless, they were hazards that needed to be taken care of.
She shows remarkable compatibility with the dark flame. We will use her to fulfill Lady Lilith's wishes once and for all.
At the expense of Irene and this skydom? Not on my watch. It's time someone put your schemes to rest. Renoth, did you hear that? We've got work to do. Lend me your strength. Take them, Renoth.
I offer my life for Lady Lilith! For Lady Lilith!
These guys never know when to quit.
Call for reinforcements. We stop them here!
Follow me. Coward!
On it!
Couldn't have done this alone.
Right. Let's move on.
Ready for more.
Try follow it. Rackham, can you pull up alongside them? We need to board and find Irene.
Of course. No kid is getting kidnapped on my watch.
Follow me! We will prevail! Thanks for the support, Zeta.
We're in the same
Into
crew.
my way.
Nothing's necessary.
Battalions of fear! Blasphemous! Come if you dare!
Do it!
I'm on it already. Come on, Grand Cipher. Hang in there. Damn. We make it?
Thanks for the ride. I'll handle. Let Irene go.
The shaman shall be our salvation! Defend her to the end!
Through the front line. You were no slouch either. I've got you. It was easy following your lead.
Whenever you need it.
The moon set! Feels nice. You can't stop me!
That was awesome, big guy.
Careful, more are coming.
It's too late to beg for mercy now, outsiders!
Our salvation will be as Lady Lilith foretold.
You even know what Irene wishes for?
What would you know? The shaman has a duty to embody Lady Lilith's teachings.
Guess we gotta knock some sense into them the hard way.
It's over! Don't let them escape! Die! Attack in one fell swoop! Nice call, Zeta.
Sorry, Lady Lilith. Accursed outsiders!
Basaraga, did you come for me?
You're safe now. Let's get you home. By the time we carried Irene back to the Grand Cipher, half of her body was shrouded in the dark mist. A sinister-looking device was clamped around her wrist, where the bandage had slipped off.
I don't advise using force to break it. That would put Lyria's life in danger.
I remembered what Roland said back on Mount Nagelith. Removing one of these implements by force could cost Irene her life, but there was no time to search for another method.
Pasaraga, I'm sorry. I've caused you trouble again.
Irene weakly apologized, barely conscious.
It's okay. You can break the bracelet. My life is in your hands.
As long as you're alive, we can rebuild. We promised, didn't we? Our lives are in your hands.
I clenched Grinoth tighter. Irene had already accepted her end, but I swore to protect them. With my heartbeat thundering in my ears, I focused my entire being on the device. We cut through the dark mist, and a burst of blinding light swallowed everything.
Good day.
The third day after we had returned, Ludwin came calling.
I've got it! The meaning behind our family heirloom!
With great reverence, he laid his hand on the hilt, which was sheathed at his hip.
At last, the pieces of the puzzle are gathered and the picture is whole. The tome in the mountains, the message in code, the chest guarded by monsters, and the sword without a blade.
Ludwin laughed dryly.
Sir Lancelot, I love this land, passed down to me by my forebears. I love its gentle rills, its rolling hills, its honest laborers, and its noble warriors. I would do anything to keep them from harm.
But he could not fight his own battles. He spoke of one such conflict that occurred within his dukedom. He was forced to flee to safer grounds, while the blood of his people mingled with the dirt. The guilt ever gnawed at him, robbing him of his happiness and repose. In the midst of his troubles, Hans told him of a legendary blade. The young lord grew convinced that this sword would bestow upon him the strength he needed to protect his own.
I wanted to be everything for my people. A great warrior like you, and also a wise general, and a benevolent lord. But now I see that one person does not make a country. I am the hilt which guides the sword.
And the people are the blade, which are its strength. Leader and follower. One is lost without the other. Emotion stirred within me, and I drew a trembling breath. My lord, we are more alike than you think. There was a time when I blamed myself every time I lost a knight. I tried to shoulder the burdens of my kingdom alone, thinking I was protecting everyone. But I was wrong. For my fall would have meant the ruin of all. Ludwin nodded.
You're right. I'm done tearing myself into pieces, trying to play 100 roles at once. My people are counting on me to guide them, and so I shall, with this sword.
He drew the hilt from its sheath. Look to your own duties, and trust your comrades to fulfill theirs. That is all we can do.
I won't ever forget this lesson, Sir Lancelot. I swear upon my ancestors that from this hour henceforth I shall dedicate myself to becoming the fair and wise lord that Grosgard deserves.
The clouds of doubt were gone from Ludwin's eyes. He had found his path at last, and I had been reminded of something important. It was true that leadership and responsibility acted as shackles, but they were also anchors, providing safety and stability on a sea of uncertainty. Months later, word reached me concerning a Lord Ludwin of Grosgard. It was said he had no great strength of arms, but his wit and will were edged sharper than steel. Under his rule, the people lived in peace, and their fields were ever gold. But the young lord never accepted praise for his deeds. He always spoke of the loyalty of his subjects and the wisdom of a foreign knight. It seems his idolatry of me still hasn't changed. But as Ludwin has grown into his title, perhaps I too should learn to bear my mantle with pride. I am Lancelot, captain of the White Dragons, and son of Fiendrock.
Back at the dining hall, plates of Wraithwing egg omelet were lined up on a table, wafting forth irresistible aroma.
Is that really for us?
At my nod, Al dug in.
Ow! Oh, burnt my tongue. But, so good. I love it!
Muffled voices caught my attention, and I looked out the window to see a gathering crowd. Though I had only collected a basket of the famed eggs, it seemed that was enough to feed the whole city.
Hey, Al. Heard from your sister. Sorry, I should have noticed you were working yourself to the bone.
A man who seemed to be in charge of reconstruction efforts came to our table, gently. He explained that he had only now been made aware of Al's failing health. He vowed to encourage the workers to rest, so no one would overexert themselves ever again.
Al, you okay, bud? You don't look so good.
Vern, who had been flitting carefree through the air, came to a sudden stop. I smiled at his concern, which was well-meaning but misplaced. Al was going to be fine now. It was time for a celebration, and I had the perfect surprise planned. Their reactions are going to be priceless. A light dessert is the perfect way to top off a hearty meal. Stealing my way into the kitchen, I cooked up an original dish using spare ingredients and imagination. When I unveiled my creation, the crew gulped in what I assume was anticipation. The people of Folka, however, were more vocal with their excitement.
You're saying that the very hand that defeated the Wraithwing made this dessert?
Is there anything she can't do?
It was enough to make me blush. But, if I may be so bold, I don't think their praise was unearned. My dish was wholly unique in its shape, color, and smell.
Catalina, this is amazing! I've never tasted anything like it before.
Encouraged by Lyria, every last diner snatched up their spoons. Hungrily, they lifted a bite to their lips, and the moment right after, as if someone had captured the scene in a painting, they all froze. There are times when people are so filled to the brim with emotion, not even the smallest physical movement. It seems I'm not such a bad chef after all. Take that, naysayers.
I was born in a snow-laden hamlet, peopled by Harvins, small folk more accustomed to the plow than the sword. We believed the skies far too vast for us, and, as I was soon to learn, its dangers far too many. It happened when I was yet a green, callow youth. I strayed beyond our fences and into the claws of a monster. I cried for help, but all that met my voice were the howls of the wind. Abandoned even by hope, I could only give myself up to death. But before the darkness took hold, I saw brilliant figures skimming the sun-kissed snow. They were the Lumiel Order of Holy Knights, come to my rescue. Oh, that there were words bright enough to reflect their flashing swords as they did battle with the beast, or sounds tender enough to echo the kindness with which they took my hand and led me home. What can I say, but that they were as mighty and generous as the sun? On that fateful day, they gave me life and guidance. I learned that by shutting your eyes to danger, you only leave it free to wander in the darkness. Thus, I resolved to turn toward the light and become defender to the skies. I would join Lumiel and, with my farmer's hands, bear aloft the banner of virtue. I threw all my being into training, begrudging no amount of sweat or tears. And with the passing of days, that little girl lost in the snow grew to become the captain of the Lumiel Order of Holy Knights. As captain of an Order of Knights, I was faced with a colossal problem. And that was my small stature. No one had ever heard of a Harvan leading a charge, what with our stout legs and poor reach. Now that I lived among drafts and humans, I would have to develop a style of combat that would turn my size, if I may so phrase it, into a matter of little importance. Seeing that I worked twice as hard, despite being half as large, my compatriots grew to respect me. When I was appointed captain, their very heartstrings thrummed with joy. But even the brightest diamond has its flaws. Within Lumiel's proud walls, there were some that scoffed to behold a Harvan captain of their knights. For my part, I cared not what was said of me. However, I would not stand to have the good names of my comrades dragged through the mud. We are an august and redoubted order, and I'd rise up to that image by any means necessary. Thus began my days of height exercises, stretching devices, and miraculous concoctions. Not all came from reputable sources, but I took a tactical approach. If it had a chance of working, I'd try it. Days grew into weeks, which grew into months. But I grew not 1 inch. Then it happened. Right as I was on the verge of losing all hope, here was the answer to all my prayers. With expectation lending a spring to my step, I slipped from my quarters and set out on my quest. I had to take a mountain pass to the village, which was, in a word, perilous. Of course, I refer not to the countless monsters and bandits, whom I took down with ease. It was the tall steps and great boulders, insurmountable obstacles for a Harvan. I was forced to return to the foothills where, through Lady Sierra Carte, I sent out a dispatch for help. That was how I met the captain and crew of the Grand Cipher. With their aid, I reached the village without further incident, only to have my dreams utterly crushed. It turned out that this magic tonic was merely your average growth stimulant, designed to help a budding youth blossom to a seemly height. It could do little for a woman like me, already in the prime of her life. Thus, all my best efforts were dashed to foam. For the first and only time in my life, I cursed fate for cutting me out of so short a cloth. However, it was within the depths of despair that I would find new hope. The crew of the Grand Cipher was bound for Estalucia, which is said to be an island of miracles. Could not some power there give me what I seek? With newfound resolve, I was determined to accompany the captain to the end of the skies. Needless to say, it pained me to take leave of the Lumiel Order. I still remember the look of surprise on former Officer Bautorda's face when I told him of my resolution. But in the end, he expressed his admiration for me and my quest to become the very figure of virtue. Lady Bridget and Lady Cordelia also gave me their blessings. Oh, there are no words to express how grateful I am to my kind comrades. I dream of the day I can return to them with my head held high, and its crown measuring many feet taller, being, at long last, in both body and spirit, the captain they deserve. Such are my thoughts as I peer out over the railings of the Grand Cipher onto boundless, majestic skies. One day, when I was visiting Seed Hollow on business, I espied a young man crouched in a corner of the central plaza. There was no mistaking his mussed hair. a style rebellious youth call the Mohawk, and surly face. Here was Sir Soupstock, helmsman of the family Zothba. Is something the matter? The lad met my inquiry with a scowl.
The hell are you looking at? Beat it, kid. Wait, hold on a sec. Ain't you a part of that crew?
Assured of my goodwill, Sir Soupstock unfolded his troubles. Whilst making his usual rounds squaring away accounts, the lad had met with some resistance. One of their clients, a nobleman disdainful of Sir Soupstock's low birth and tender age, had refused to pay.
I'm an officer too, you know. Got my own grunts working under me, good people. But we're dealing with the real frilly-pants, blue-blooded noble here. Any attempt to rough him up, and it's straight to the slammer.
'Twas a treacherous path, Sir Soupstock added. A single misstep, and it was hearing this, my heart went out to him. For I knew what it was like to feel green and small, with judging eyes upon me. I offered him my aid.
I appreciate the thought, but no offense. You look like a kid. If I bring you on my rounds, they're gonna change my name from Soupstock to Laughingstock.
At that moment, a servant arrived, bearing a message from the nobleman in question. It read, "I've decided to pay. Meet me." This whole affair was starting to smell ranker than a goblin's breath. He could just as easily have sent money with the servant. Why go through the trouble of arranging yet another meeting? There was mischief afoot, and I resolved to accompany Sir Soupstock to stop it in its tracks. We arrived at the appointed location, a corner of Castle Seed Hollow, to find the nobleman gazing down at us from a parapet.
Ah, just the face I've been waiting to see.
My hair stood on end. The crooked smile on his face spoke louder than words. Though I knew his intentions to be wicked, still, I tried to help the man see reason. You gave your word to pay the family Zothba what they are due. Surely you would not break your troth and besmirch your honor. But the man only sneered. Leveling a finger at us, he cried,
My brothers and sisters of the one true church, these are the enemies of Avia.
In the blink of an eye, we were surrounded by Aviate soldiers.
You did well to lead us here.
So these were the remnants of Avia. Even the fall of the church had not been enough to shake their faith in Lilith. In their eyes, Sir Soupstock and I were interlopers. Blasphemers they must put to death.
You've got another thing coming if you think you're gonna get away with this.
Sir Soupstock glared up at the Cullion. I too felt a righteous rage boiling within me. Crooked vice must be beaten straight with the hammer of justice. You shall rue the day you brought the wrath of Charlotta Fenia upon your heads. If you will not listen to our demands, I shall be forced to compel you to.
Does anyone else hear a buzzing little flea? Go forth, my Kayuatar, and decimate them.
Many thanks!
Oh, most impressive. Good thing not a coin was spared to ensure your defeat.
If you've got that much dough, just pay us already.
I'm sorry, I don't speak commonly. You've got more spine than I thought. But no matter, I have soldiers enough to crush you.
1,000 wicked soldiers is not worth one virtuous knight.
Soup of my fathers.
You Skyfarers are insane!
Behold the righteous blade of the Horus! Not over. Not my most triumphant return. Quickly!
This should be fun.
You must be joking. Do any of you clods actually know how to fight?
You can't stop me! I still
I command you!
What? Don't want us to break your expensive toy?
Silence!
On me! We made quick work of them.
Naturally. We find their weak spot and it's over.
Outside! Meet me there!
I shall be your forward!
How is this possible? Is this all your mighty church has to offer?
Not today!
You can't stop me!
Control rages within me! Not as today!
There's nothing to
Pay
lose.
your debt.
Nice! A nightmare! Yeah, this has to be a nightmare!
Get up.
Fit for combat again! Right sword! Blessed is thy steel!
Sweet blazing broth. That crew of yours really is full of beasts.
After making some courteous response to Sir Soupstock, I turned my attention to the nobleman. You must pay for what you bought. I thought even children knew that. And so, with many groans and grimaces, the varlet handed Sir Soupstock what he was owed.
You sure got me out of a tight spot. Thanks. And sorry about all that crap I said about you looking like a kid.
I assured him there were no hard feelings. Comforted, he continued.
I shouldn't be saying this being in my line of business at all, but truth is I'm not much of a fighter. Would have been dead meat if it weren't for you.
He confided in me that, when the Tayuitar appeared, he felt the blood of courage draining from his body. I too am not immune to fear. But as a pure and righteous knight of Lumiel, I have duty, honor, and purpose as my guiding lights. Hearing that, Sir Soupstock graced me, for the first time that day, with a shy smile.
Hello.
With the Aviath soldiers defeated and the money safely in hand, I believed it to be clear.
Man, I can't even do my job without somebody holding my hand.
Apparently, even his own officers afforded him little respect. However, I saw in his earnest eyes and noble bearing that he had the makings of a— Alas, we cannot view ourselves but by outward reflection, which often dims our inner value. You were given high office, Sir Soupstock. Does that not mean someone sees in you true worthiness? Though you yourself may be blind to it, you must polish yourself until the quality of your character shines forth for all the world to behold. If you remain forever pure and forever righteous, then surely those around you will be attracted by your light. The lad lent me an attentive ear, but my words were not enough to blow the clouds of doubt from his face.
I mean, just take a look at how our city's split. You've got Golden Oaks, where the nobles and elite dwell, and the rest of us tucked away in Copper Square, which is, let's face it, a slum.
He continued.
Those wide-eyed beliefs of yours wouldn't last 2 seconds among the dirt and smoke of Copper Square. I wish I could be the person you say I am.
Biting his lip, Sir Soupstock shook his head and fell silent. A few days later, Sir Soupstock asked me to meet with him again. In a cozy Seed Hollow tavern, he told me he'd investigated our erstwhile friend. It seemed the scoundrel was now prancing about the city, spreading lies and slander about the family Zothba. Sir Soupstock hoped to make his own rounds and mend what damage he could. But, fearing yet another ambush from Avia, he hoped I would accompany him as his guard. His own staff, infuriated by the nobleman's dastardly doings, were foaming at the mouth and mad for a fight. However, The level-minded Sir Soupstock knew that stooping to bloody violence would only further stain their image.
I've gone through his dirty linen, and believe me, there's a lot of filth. I'd leak it now, but with these rumors floating around, I don't know if anybody'd believe me.
Never one to stand for such injustice, I began cudgeling my brain for a solution. We began to meet with people in the street, contradicting the libel and restoring faith in the family Zothba. I learned that a good informant is well known and well trusted, and, according to his own officers, no one in Seed Hollow was better liked than Sir Soupstock. Though his mannerisms savored, admittedly, of a brute, at his core he was as sweet and pure as any lily. It was little wonder the denizens of Seed Hollow were fond of him. As we exchanged more words and tidbits of information, a picture began to form of the nobleman's intentions. He was not acting, it seemed, solely from a place of vengeance. The churl desired to build his own network of informants, using the remnants of the Church of Avia. Furthermore, in his lust for wealth, he was terrorizing the good people of Copper Square and compelling services from them. Thus, the family Zothba, who kept peace in the district, was to him a bother and a nuisance. It was likely he craved their banishment. Now, fully apprised of the situation, Sir Soupstock told me of his intention to once again meet face to face with the crafty villain.
Please come again. Good day. Have a good day.
Kept me waiting long enough. Sky, I can make any weapon you want. This turned out fantastic. Leave it to me. It's a great success. Mirage munitions, eh? Coming right up. Take care.
Makes me want to do some target practice. I'm getting the hang of this now. Lovely. Good stuff. Yes. Ooh. Good stuff.
Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Hello. Let's see. Be on your way.
Right.
That was most honorably done, sir.
A very fine thank you, Madam Knight.
No escape!
Life.
Watch out!
You said it. You will know peace. Peace? You shall not fear.
made that look easy. I see. Don't mind if I do. That was a battle for the ages. Hello to you! Does someone want to trade in their Dahlia badges? Not everyone gets to see the good stuff, you know? Good luck out there! I smell a new mission. Mission complete! If you're hunting for quality bargains, luck out there.
Focus on what you can do. Give it 110%.
Someone's fired up. Don't worry, we've got your back. More monsters. You ready?
Got him in my crosshairs. Roger.
They just keep coming! But we'll show them who's boss!
In perfect harmony.
More monsters! You ready?
Lay it on him. You got it. Not bad. Right back at you.
I'm beat. Can we take 5? I'm not liking the look of this, but don't let it intimidate ya.
Have a face full of death.
More monsters. You ready?
Follow me.
I shall follow your call.
Keep your guard up.
You got it. I'll sneak with all of my might.
You ain't tough. Your time's up now, bud. Get lost. This should fit you down.
Let's go.
Free. Maserati, you hold that fire.
Got it. I won't fail you.
Do it. Got something for you. Well, well.
And I think that's everything. You were awesome out there. Never you fear. Victory is assured. Yes, can I help you? Here it is. Would you take this one? Good luck out there. Don't let anything get the jump on you! Witness my knife!
Into my way!
Uh-oh! This guy looks strong! You better watch out! Yes! It's time!
Right.
Hang it lucky now!
Nice work.
Oh, yeah!
Slide! Better act quick before they run! Never win! Watch out! Here they come!
Let's end it.
Oh, I envy your live figure and your immense strength. Where the heck is this coming from?
Watch my back! You can't stop me! It's over!
Uh-oh! This guy looks strong! You better watch out! Watch out! Never win! No escape! Cover me!
Oh, yeah!
Roger.
It was marvelous!
You were no slouchy.
We got him good.
That wasn't bad. Slide! Better act quick before they run! Got you! We've got company! Witness my knife! It's me!
Roger.
Get him in my crosshairs.
Not as bad, guys!
Yep, not bad.
I can teach you a thing or two.
Forward.
Cover it.
Excellent harvest.
There it is.
So, we ready for the next one? Trust in me! My revenge is slain! Noble execution! Bring to the horde! Lady Zeta! Let's blast them! Has no equal! Not the run!
Way ahead of me. Oigan, dead meat. Diente Canona. Giant is one! Ascension! You holy types and your bright-ass techniques.
The light of justice shines so that all may see its virtue! Uh-oh! This guy looks strong! You better watch out! Looking good so far! You got this! Steal this moment once for again!
Show no mercy.
can take them. Fun! Better act quick before they run! Looks like they're coming for us! You ready?
That body of yours?
What can I say? I'm built different.
We're in the home stretch now! Keep it up!
It's only planned.
Excellent follow through, right? That's one more quest in the bag. Fortune favors the righteous. Don't take this the wrong way, Ed, but how about relaxing a bit? You look out of it lately.
The dragon power inside me feels like it's pulsating. I don't know how to describe it.
Well, hopefully it's nothing, but let us know right away if it gets worse.
I've got you covered.
Following you.
Almost died from boredom. Skyfarers, huh? Want to sell something? Let's see what you got. I can make just about anything. What kind of weapons you need? Your weapons won't betray you.
What can I do you for? Not everyone gets to see the good stuff, you know? Civilian! Hope this helps. Appreciate the support. Oh no.
Got an order? All right, let's get to it. It's a success. I'll handle it. How about that? What kind of weapons you need? It's done. handle it? Good. Which weapon you want to improve? Come back sometime.
Listen to your blade, and she'll sing for you.
Gotta maintain your firearm. Yeah, put a little of it to it.
Hello there. Here it is. Would you take this one? It's in your hands now.
Not bad. Oh, yes. Good stuff. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh. Not bad.
Sweet. Not bad. That's the stuff. All right. Sweet. Not bad. Sweet. It's all coming back to me. Not bad. That's the stuff. All right.
Good enough. Nice work.
Quit trying to butter me up. Reel 'em in. Try to keep up.
You can't stop.
Let's dance. Do not falter, companions. Stick together, straight through.
Oh, I'll give them their just desserts.
Looking good. Eclipsed in crimson. Rack 'em. Find my sights. Punishment. Go on.
End is nigh. Break through for two. Yeah! King is on. To New York.
Ultimate time.
Shine as one. Tide of chaos.
Told him not to count the small folk out.
I am honored to have my talent recognized by a legend.
Nice.
They'll never see it coming. Just testing your hand. Calculator. Keep up.
You got it. It's over. Understood. It's over. You get
Try to keep up. Calculator.
Piss him off?
I am the picture of prudence.
step up.
Ever tried fighting a shadow?
You got moves. I'll cut you all down.
Keep up. Try to keep up. Reel 'em in.
Hey, ugly! Over here!
End is nigh.
Now we're cooking.
Outside.
Let's end it.
Watch him flounder. That scythe is gonna be more trouble than it's worth.
I don't know. He does a good job of thrashing our foes.
Got you.
Take him. You like
What
that?
a shuffle then.
That's the stuff, Charlotta.
Stop perfectly conveys the awe-inspiring power of Umiel.
Ashes to ashes.
The end is nigh. Bloody move. Goes our
About time we changed the tide. Now, ultimate flag. Oh, Butterfinger. Sharlana!
Break through for two. Yeah! Day is on.
shine as one. Prominence flare.
It's over already? Boy, you're on a roll. I see. This is quite rare. What a windfall. Never you fear. Victory is assured. The receptionist at the quest counter said there's a huge stack of thank you letters. All for it. Guess that
got this fix-it stuff down pat.
Still feels like I'm learning the ropes. But I'm glad I've been useful.
Yeah?
I'm your Rose.
Got an order? Want your weapons tempered? Always aim for the top. A complete success. I'll handle it. Good. Don't forget about upkeep.
Beauty is in the hand of the wielder. My thorns feel sharper already. Well now. My. Superb! My. Superb!
Yes, can I help you? Right. I can make the arrangements at once. It's in your hands now.
Shall not be vanquished! We do what we must!
Make a good point. Let none escape.
Never fear!
You certainly gave them a run for their money.
But with you, Missy, all bets are off.
This one's
Did the damn thing, didn't we?
help me out! You like that?
Never fear!
All right, suck it to him.
Ready for action!
Beautiful.
Better make your peace.
Trust in me! I'm a righteous flame! Noble execution! Bring your horn! Surrender!
Behind you!
Just to just!
You got her!
Paint them red.
Shine as one! Ascension!
Everything we do with elegance.
Wherever justice lives, there beauty thrives! Breakthrough! What impeccable timing!
Explore where that came from.
No kidding. How's about we go another round?
Come on!
Shall we?
Run away!
All right, suck it to him.
Indeed.
For action! On guard! Yes, it's time! Witness my might! I'll never win!
Come, Crimson Sword.
No escape!
Now, the nerve.
Into the fray!
Trying to impress me.
Our combined strength will move mountains!
Don't do anything rash. Got it.
Take my sword! Yes, it's time!
How beautiful. What refreshing, isn't it?
Red like a book. No, I
Shall we?
Never fear!
Great work, everyone.
I bet you say that for all the help.
You said it!
Diddy ball! Execute it! Strike together, strike out!
Right down the middle.
Sorry about it.
Bullet,
He's bullseye.
Well, aren't you a fine cousin?
What can I say?
Noble sword! First through, first you! You made that look easy. Let's get you open. Perfect. Don't mind if I do. This is quite rare. Right sword! Blessed is thy steel!
Is this a drill?
Let's talk. Want your weapons tempered? Let's kick it up a notch.
Unlock!
Right, let's go. How about that? Right, let's give it a shot. Good. I'll handle it. I'll handle it. How about that? Don't forget about upkeep.
Heaven smiles upon earth. Perfect! How pleasant! Oh my! Nice! Yes! Yes, can I help you? Right. Would you take this one? Please be careful. Oh my!
Hear that? Adventure calls! All right, we've just got to grab what the client asked for. You're making good progress. At this rate, you'll finish the quest no problem. great shape. We're not in a rush yet, but I'm sure our client wouldn't mind a little hustle.
Wind in the field. Like the dawn.
Steal the stone!
And we shall end.
Walk steady!
Okay.
Clock's ticking, buddy. The client's expecting us back soon, so we've got to hurry. We shall not be vanquished. Hey, we're running really short on time. You trying to milk every second? It's about time we headed back and showed the client what you found. Never you fear. Victory is assured.
And what do you think? Would you take this one? It's in your hands now. Yes.
We never got the chance to finish this mission.
Be careful. We want more. Stay with me. Okay. Sorry.
On my honor.
I've had better.
We shall brave any danger.
I'll take the vanguard. Thank you, Charlotta.
Only doing my duty.
Great job.
Our range is resisting. Retreat! Got you!
This should do the trick.
Small wings may beckon. Need some backup?
I got you.
Piercing punishment!
Shine as one, tide of chaos!
Nothing gets past you, Charlotta.
You're extra shooting chaos rays like snow!
Indeed.
Ready for action! Take my sword.
Watch out for their next attack. Let's teach them some manners.
This age is most aptly rendered.
Hey, ugly!
You need treatment.
It's go time!
What do you think? I commend you. Let us take them. You have my aid. Let us prepare for the next battle.
All right, lead the way!
Of course.
Where I'll be!
Protection!
Stitching!
Many thanks. They do say beauty is a most lethal weapon.
Nice!
What do you think? No mercy.
Get a load of this!
Everyone has such great technique. Small wings may beckon. Butterfly. Moonlight.
Behind you! And just to dust!
Rosetta?
Shall we?
Shine as one, tide of chaos!
Everything we do with elegance.
Wherever justice lives, there beauty thrives! Outside! It's me!
What do you think? Impressive. Indeed.
A bloom for
Be your forward! No escape!
What do you think? Take them down.
I might
Let's topple them!
Well, we make a good couple.
Let's keep it up by hundreds more! Got you!
I almost feel bad for them.
Sullen Rose!
Charlotte! On guard! Noble execution! Raging hard! Surrender!
Behind you! Piercing punishment!
Giant one! Tide of chaos! Tireless efforts never go unrewarded!
Anything. What do you think?
Looking good.
Here we are.
You're in my sight.
Smashing teamwork, if I do say so myself. Only because you did such a wonderful job.
Ever tasted lead?
What do you think?
We did it! Quest complete! Perfect! Let's get you open. Oh, could it be? What a windfall! Behold! The captain of the Lumiere Order!
I know this is Roland's journal, but I'm sure he'd be all right with us reading it.
Looks like we're up.
Let's talk. Want to sell something? Let's see what you got. What should I strengthen? Always aim for the top. Huh. Well, look at that. You want to use a right stone, eh? Not a problem. Success. I'll handle it. How about that? Come back sometime.
Momo?
Got an order? I can make just about anything. Don't forget about upkeep.
Welcome! Look who it is! Not everyone gets to see the good. We have a wide selection of sigils! Trade your Dahlia badges for special treasure. Civilian! Don't be a stranger!
Oh no.
Skyfarers, huh? What kind of weapons you need? Don't break it now. I'll handle it. Success. I'll unlock its hidden potential. Your weapons won't betray you.
This bold weapon shall lead me to new heights!
How pleasant! Yes! Oh my!
I shall break them all! Descend as the Falcon! Unleash the beast! Ha! Ho! Ha! Yeah! Huh! The end! Ha! Ho! Ah! The soul burns with fury! Unleash the beast! Well? Our hot Skybreaker! Huh! Ha! Ooh! Huh! Ha! Yeah! Huh! Ah! Ha! Huh! Ah! Ha! Ha! Huh! Ah! Huh! 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 Ah! Yeah! Ah! Unleash the beast! Descend as the Falcon! Shake the skies! Yeah! Huh! Ah! The soul burns with fury! Huh! Ah! Yeah! Huh! Rage! Huh! Deathwing! Unleash the beast! Your move! Iron Shoulder! Our hot Skybreaker! Yeah! Yeah! This... Amateur! Unleash the beast! Break! Eternal Raid style! Blazing Fist of the Red Lotus! Ha! Yeah! Huh! Duh! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Oh! Rock Pummel Fire! Descend as the Falcon! Unleash the beast! Huh! 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 Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Huh! Ha! Ooh! Ha! Huh! Ha! The soul burns with fury. Huh! From the clouds breaks the storm. Unleash the beast! Huh! Yeah! Yeah! Destroy! Ha! Ha! Huh! Ha! Ha! Well? Deathwing! Unleash the beast!
Don't be a stranger!
Come to view the requests?
After some time had passed, I stopped by Irene's home while out on a request. Well, well, a comforting and familiar sight greeted me. The garden was bursting with vegetation, much like the first time I saw it.
Basaraga!
Standing amidst the greenery, Irene waved at me with a smile. I should apologize. You can't hear your friends anymore because of what I did. She shook her head, her smile still present.
No, I shouldn't have let the church tempt me like that. I'm sorry for dragging you and your crew into my mess.
A hint of sorrow graced her features.
I can't hear these little ones anymore, that's true. But I can still tell what they want to say.
Is that right?
Yeah. Sometimes your heart just knows these things.
She turned to look up at the sky, a few tears sliding past her smile.
Like how I knew to reach out to you, even if I thought you were the Reaper. Thank you for saving me, Basaraga.
Anyone would have done the same. With a careful shuffle, I turned away. A dainty garden was no place for an armor-clad warrior to stomp about. I'll see you around, Irene. I took one last look at the vibrant garden before heading back to the ship. The morning had barely begun when Zeta came barreling over with a package addressed to me. It was stuffed full of fruit, which only confused her further.
Huh? Aren't these Volca gold fruit? Lucky man! I heard their produce is all the rage these days.
Whoops. Guess I hadn't told Zeta about Irene and her garden yet. Looks like the pantry is full. Help me carry these back to my room.
Sure, but this is kind of a lot for a midnight snack.
I figure being surrounded by a little more nature couldn't hurt.
Didn't take you for the crunchy type. Gonna grow your own orchard or what?
She was joking, but honestly, it didn't sound like such a bad idea. Ever had fresh apple juice before? I'll make you some, as thanks for helping me carry everything.
Wait a minute. You never put this much effort into treating me. Is this a trap?
A skilled gardener taught me a trick or two. Never hurts to practice a new recipe. The vibrant fruit told me how well Irene was doing. Much better than any letter could. Offering her garden a silent word of thanks. I was ready to enjoy its generous harvest.
The Fisher God bowed his head and admitted I was the winner. But before I could humbly accept his withdrawal, Vern voiced honest confusion.
Looking at the votes, you're the clear winner, aren't you?
Not at all. Without this master of the rod opposite me, these results wouldn't have been possible.
He spoke from the heart. Moved me a bit to hear that he understood me through and through.
It's ordinary fish, ones we consume daily, that bring us health and happiness. Delicacies shine because they're a rare treat, but well-being is built on something more than rarity. Hearing that youngster speak, I understood what Yodarha was trying to tell me. The fact I couldn't surmise for myself is proof of my hubris.
He continued.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, a child's smile will do more for a village's well-being than all the legendary fish in the sea. That's what I should have been aiming for.
A smirk sat on his lips as he turned to me.
Congratulations, Yodarha. Even had I won this competition, I concede in our fish-off. You are the rightful victor. I've learned much from our duel. I thank you from the depths of my heart.
Never in my days had I met a more worthy gentleman. And you, good sir, help this old minnow rediscover his love of the sport. After the voting had concluded, the townsfolk were still savoring our dishes. Both Brave Bream and Shalman were a hit. The satisfied smiles of the people were evidence of this. But, as all good things must come to an end, so too did the feast. Despite the mountain of fish we started with, not a single fillet was left. I turned to the fisher god, a gleam in my eye. And though he just admitted defeat, his eye held the same twinkle. You want a race to see who can get this place spick and span quicker? We were no longer rivals. We were brothers of the rod. And this little competition would tide us over till our next real match. We were shopping at Sierro's when the merchant herself popped up from behind the counter. Apparently she'd been waiting on us, ready to share the latest seaworthy gossip.
A certain rumor swam earlier this month. You see, people are saying there are 2 fisher gods working this skydom. Would you know anything about that?
Vern and Lyria gasped in surprise before turning to give me a curious look.
Could it be?
You know, I never meant to keep making a name for myself, but old habits die hard, don't they? Sounds like quite the handsome fella. Can't wait to meet him.
After the showdown with Magliel, it was a while before I saw Vaughn again. Hey, little man. I was wondering when you were gonna pop in. How you holding up these days? His hair had grown out a bit since we last talked. I had no idea that much time had already passed. He seemed downcast, as if he had something heavy on his mind. Maybe I could get him to open up about it. Is there something you want to get off your chest?
Yeah. How should I put this? I like you, Zeta.
He was trying to keep his embarrassment at bay, but the way he fumbled his words betrayed his emotion. Thanks. Is that all you wanted to tell me?
No, there's more. I'm gonna get stronger. As strong as you and Vasaraga.
He had a deadly serious look in his eye. Kid must have thought long and hard about this. Is that so? Here was a side of Vaughn I had never seen before. More earnest. More mature. I felt a swell of pride as a smile crossed my face.
Yup. That's why I'm calling off all marriage proposals for now.
Oh? Why the sudden 180?
I just think it'd be better for us to stop seeing each other for a while.
Huh.
It's going to be tough on me, too. But I think we both need time apart.
I did not see this coming. No, don't talk like that. I refuse to let anyone get the wrong idea about us.
But I can't marry you yet.
There wasn't gonna be a wedding anyway. My point is you and I were never.
I'm sorry, Zeta. It's not you. It's me.
Stop! Don't even think about saying another word. He wasn't listening to me anymore. He'd already written his own head, but you know what? It was sort of nice to be doted on. For what it's worth, I like to think I taught him a few life lessons, too. I'd forgotten what it was like to view the world through the innocent eyes of a child. Hanging out with Vaughn took me back to a simpler time. Thanks for jogging my memory, little man. Funny thing is, dwelling on the past isn't my style. Not at all. Living in the now is my MO. But one thing's for sure. I'll never forget the time I spent with Vaughn.
Dear Zeta, I'm doing well. How about you? Thanks to all the hours I put into sword practice, the dojo accepted me as a disciple. I'm on my way to becoming a man worthy of your hand. I'm sorry you have to wait, but someday, I'll take the stone you gave me to Folka and have it made into a ring. Take care of yourself. Sincerely, Vaughn. P.S. I don't mind if you see other people if it's just a fling.
You cheeky little brat. You just keep doing your thing, Vaughn. It's funny how you don't miss someone until they're gone. Regardless, I was happy to hear that Vaughn was doing well for himself. It's okay to see other people, huh? That's a good one. It's such a nice day today. The breeze was subtle, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Just as I was beginning to take in the morning calm, a lone figure appeared on the deck of the Grand Cipher.
Greetings, Zeta. Are you ready for the best pancakes of your life?
You better believe I was ready. Nothing gets between me and my dessert. Now let's just say when I arrive in Seed Hollow, and a certain lovelorn puppy dog comes sprinting over to propose to me, my answer to him would be, "In your dreams, little man. Today is my first day off in forever, and I'm gonna party it up."
We came to a quiet clearing in the forest, devoid of any beasts. The only other presence besides us was a crisp breeze. Shafts of sunlight peeked through the trees that shaded the garden. I felt my breath catch in my throat as I took in the sight. Purple anemones bloomed, filling the entire clearing. Just looking at them, I could feel the tension drain from my body.
That's it. These are the flowers she talks about.
Karzeda opened the notebook. Flipping through its pages, he came to the section on anemones. Tears spilled down his cheeks as he read her notes.
I see. So that's what she was trying to tell me.
After a while, he pulled himself together and turned to me.
Thank you for everything.
I saw it through his tears and heard it trembling on his voice. A fledgling seed of hope.
If you hadn't come when you did, well, I never would have known what she wanted to tell me.
He smiled, a pure expression devoid of the previous darkness.
She dreamed of a Tempule blooming with flowers. And I'll carry the torch. I'll make sure her dreams come true.
Glad to hear it. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other and you'll be fine. Karzeda placed a hand over his heart and closed his eyes, as though speaking to his beloved. Or maybe he was burning the sight of this garden in his mind's eye. Our time together came to an end, but I felt as if the storm clouds were truly gone, and in its place was a clear blue sky. Maybe part of the reason I was drawn to Karzeda is that I could sense that we shared something important. We both had regrets weighing us down. We made our share of mistakes. Still, there's no turning back time. All we can do is keep marching forward. Now that I think about it, just as I was there for Karzeda, there were a lot of people propping me up on my journey. I owe all those people my thanks. It's because of them that I stand here today.
Dear Eugen, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done. Every now and then I hear news about you and your crew. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I was finally able to get licensed as a full-fledged jeweler in Folka. I started creating pieces based on those purple anemones we saw. People love them. I can't make them fast enough to keep up with the demand. The proceeds from the sales go to organizations working to restore Tempule to its former glory. Once we can go back home, I plan to create a large garden, just as she would have wanted. The promise we made as kids can't be fulfilled, but I plan to keep the promise I made to myself. I'll do it to bring her dream to life. P.S. I never did tell you what those purple anemones symbolize. According to her notebook, they mean, I believe in you. I'll wait for you. The next time you're in Folka, look me up. Until then, please take this pressed flower as a token of my gratitude.
Clear blue skies, gentle breeze. It was perfect conditions for the Nautilus's maiden voyage. As the helmsman gripped the wheel, I knew he was no longer shackled by fear. Kent, mechanic, the merchant, even Lyria, Vern, and some of our other crewmates. Actually, damn near the whole town showed up to witness the rebirth of an old friend. As the propellers began to churn, a metallic sputter sounded from somewhere below deck. It was a symphony of gears I'd heard time and time again. That mechanic, she'd done it. After a brief checkup, they started the countdown. The tension was palpable. Come on, Nautilus. All eyes were on the airship. No one dared to breathe. A wind whipped up around the Nautilus, and there it was. Liftoff. And once again, she sailed into those skies so blue. A few weeks had passed since the Nautilus took its maiden voyage. According to Kent, the Nautilus was now Folka's leading cargo ship. Makes sense, given that it was 3 times faster than any other ship on the island. And not only that, but it seemed Kent had found himself a new dream already.
Okay, picture this, Rackham. 3 ships conjoined into one massive cruise liner. See? All we need to do is reconstruct these columns here and...
I wonder if I sounded that crazy to the others whenever I got my big ideas. Anyway, such a massive ship would require at least 3 helmsmen. So in his effort to make the cruise liner a reality, Kent started studying how to be a helmsman himself. But if Kent were to be the second pilot, who would be the third?
About that, actually, we'd be honored to have you as the lead helmsman of our ship.
Of course. It was a kind offer, but I already had a family in my crew and a home in the Grand Cipher. But that didn't mean I couldn't let the kid down easy. Sorry, Kent. This Skyfarer's not old enough to set anchor just yet. Until that day comes, you can find me wherever the wind blows.
Have a nice day.
His fist simmers with power!
Can I help you?